Don't be scared that by unwrapping this rope that it's, the drum's going to come unloose. That's not going to happen. This is what this rope is meant for. It's a tuning system. So just unravel it all the way, and you'll see that it leads basically here. Most of our drums, we've already started the tuning process for you. So I've already put in some of the knots into these vertical rope runners. So I'm going to lay the drum down on front of me, like so. Take all the extra rope. Okay, so now, as you can tell from this drum, we've already started putting some horizontal knots into these vertical rope runners, and we're going from left to right. So sometimes you might see some of the knots going from right to left, which is fine. I'm right-handed, so this makes sense for me to kind of go in a clockwise direction instead of a counterclockwise direction. So you're going to take, again, we unraveled all the extra rope, as you can see here. So I'm taking the tip of the rope, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this rope and we're going to go underneath this set of rope runners. So you want to find the next two available strings on the drum, and we're going to go under this piece of rope, and we're going to go under this piece of rope right here. So, and you want to start high on the drum. So basically you want to start up here, because if you try to start too low, you can't really, it's hard to tell from the angle of the camera, but the rope is resting on the bowl. So you need to start up here where there's some room where you can maneuver. So again, we're going to go under this first piece of rope, we're going to go under the second piece. And then we're just going to pull it through, like this. I'm going to pull tight, and then what you want to do is you want to put your feet on the bowl to brace it. And then all you're going to do is just pull as low as possible. You want to pull it as far down as you can, and then give it a quick little tug like that. The key thing is that as you're pulling these horizontal knots into these vertical rope runners, you want to keep this line, as you can see that it's already been created. You want to keep this line as low to the bottom as possible. So you snug it down all the way. Then you're going to find the tip of your rope again. And so we went under this rope and then this rope. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over this rope and then under this one. So essentially right through the middle. So again, we're going to go over this rope here and then under this rope. So as you can see, we went under these two, and now I'm going back through kind of the middle. Now I'm going to start up here, again where we have room to maneuver, and I'm going to pull it through. You pull it through just about all the way, so just leave yourself a little slack, and then again put your feet back on the bowl, and then slide this rope down. Now you can see I slid it down all the way to this piece of rope right here. And now what this is important to do is that you want to pull it and kind of pop this piece of rope over this. So watch, you can kind of see. A lot of times you can hear it too, like that. Now the reason why you want to do that is to keep this line as you're creating it, as you're going around the drum, you want to keep it as low as possible. This little technique helps do that. And you're going to kind of guide the extra rope. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pull your first horizontal. They call these diamonds because essentially what it looks like when one piece of rope falls on top of the other, it kind of looks like a little diamond. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab it really low and you're just going to pull towards you as hard as you can. And you can see, watch that rope slip on top of the other one. Okay, so you just pulled essentially a diamond. Give it one more quick tug. Okay, so that's it. Now what we're going to do, essentially we're going to do the same thing. Again, rope tuning a drum is a very repetitive process. So what we just did on this set of verticals, we're going to continue to do as we go around clockwise. So we're going to do the same thing. So now you take the tip of the rope, we're going to go under the next two pieces of rope. Again, start high so you have room to maneuver. So I'm going under this next two. I'm going to pull it all the way through. Okay, pull it all the way. And then again, pull it down, put your feet on the bowl, and then grab it, pull it as low as possible. You can kind of hear that the rope's moving a little bit, the head's starting to tighten up. So we just put in one, now we're putting in the second one. So I got this pretty low. Take the end of the rope again, and we're going to go over this piece of rope. We're going to go over this piece of rope, and we're going to go under this one. So again, so essentially what we're doing is going through the middle of these two. So it's like this, over and under. And pull it. Pull all the extra rope through. Again, you want to leave yourself a little handle towards the end, because now what you want to do is you want to take this rope down and pop it under. Alright, so bring it down all the way, and then pop it over that like that, and then guide the rest of the rope through. Don't pull it right away until all the extra slack has been pulled through. So now we're going to take it, we're going to grab it really low, and we're going to pull it. We're going to pull the second diamond. Boom. That piece of rope just went on top of that one. Give it another tug. You want to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do another one. So we just pulled 2 diamonds. Now we're going to pull a third diamond. And you can kind of give it a little tap on the head as you're tuning it to kind of find out what pitch you're looking for and what is desirable for you. You can just play it along. It still definitely needs to be pitched up more, but you can tell just in pulling 2 diamonds that it's already gone up a little bit. Again, so take the end of the rope, and we're going to go what we just did on these last 2, the same repetitive pattern. We're going to find the next 2 pieces. We're going to go under these 2 pieces right here. We're going to start high so we have room to maneuver the rope. Pull it all the way through. And then we're going to take it and pull it low. Pull it as low as possible. You want to keep this line, this horizontal line, you want to keep it really level and keep it as low as possible. Give it a little tug. Okay, now again, we're going to go over this piece of rope and then under this piece. So again, what we're doing is we're going through the middle of this set of rope runners, which we just went under the first 2. So take the end, over and under. That's all it is. Take your hand, pull the extra rope through. Okay, on the second, as you can see from every time we do it the second time when we're going over and under, we don't want to pull it right through immediately. You want to leave yourself a little handle, put your feet on the bowl, give yourself some leverage, and then we're going to pull this down. So let it go so far, and then we're going to pop it over that line that we're creating. Pull it down. See that little that noise it made was basically popping over that piece of rope. Now from here, you just don't take the rope, and again, what I was trying to point out in the last set of rope runners is you just don't take it and pull the diamond. You want to make sure that all this extra rope right here, you get rid of all that extra loose rope. So when you do pull your diamond, it's going to be real smooth, and if you had a lot of that extra rope sitting there and you just pulled on it tightly, that extra rope might cause a little knot in it. So you want to make sure that you're always guiding the rope best you can. And you grab it really low for leverage. You're going to pull towards you as hard as you can until that rope pops on top of the other one, just like that. Give it another tug, make sure it's nice and tight, and that's that. So we just did 3 sets of rope runners. And now I'm going to continue as I play it. It still needs to get pitched up. So I'm going to continue on doing each set of rope runners clockwise as I go through it until I find the desired pitch that I'm looking for. And that's essentially it. When you're done with the process, you're going to have this extra rope, and you're just going to wrap it right back around the neck, and then you can just tie it off any way you want to do it.